Sensei is sponsored by no one because no one is sponsoring this video. What's up with that? This is Help Me Sensei, where you ask any question and I will answer maybe. Okay, let's get to our first question. Do nunchucks use katas, double chucks? Demonstrate a few. Please break them down for us. And lastly, how about a new background? The thing is I just don't have a budget, but for you, just because you asked, So the thing about katas is that there's lots on the internet. So first search YouTube for katas and see if you can get through some of those. Those would be excellent starters. Next question. Help me, Sensei. My mom doesn't let me set nunchucks on fire. What should I do? I don't know why she doesn't let you. I have no idea why she doesn't let you, but let me give you this one piece of advice that will help you with this problem. The answer is listen to her. You know I can't say anything else anyways. Jeez, what do you think this is? Listen to her because you're probably not insured. As a fire dancer myself, I have $1 million of insurance, so if I burn a house down, the owner actually makes money off me, although I think my insurance would drop me. Fire chucks is something that when you get into fire, first you want to be old enough. Second, my highest recommendation is you need to find a fire troop in your area. Don't go online for something so vital unless it's to understand safety. This is an important thing because I see a lot of people picking up fire anymore, but just know you have to learn to respect the fire before you can do anything with it. So the most important thing is to get information. It's not something I prefer teaching online just because of the liabilities, but you can definitely check it out in your local area. You might be able to find a community that can give you the proper you know that word, the proper instruction. Number one, if your parents tell you not to spin fire nunchucks, your sensei cannot say, well, you should do it behind their back, because I don't know how good you are. You might burn everything down, and I don't want to be responsible for that. Sorry, had to go back to the black background. I know, boring. Thought I'd add a little bit of extra character here. Next question. Help me, Sensei. How do you do those fluid finger rolls and thumb rolls? And oh my god, there's a lot of questions. Okay, well, you want to know about finger rolls and thumb rolls. I find that this one was one of the ones I first started with and I really like it. I think it looks good aesthetically. And what we're going to do is once it bounces on the right side of the outside of our tricep, we're going to give it like this kind of a whirl. It's going to pass, from the outside of the tricep, it's going to pass, and as it's coming around, it's going to come past our face, and that's when our finger sticks up, okay? So it's going to be here, it's going to roll around. So you're just going to try to do that first. Let it pass through once. Once it kind of comes close to your face, stick up your pointer finger and see if you can get it to just sit there. So here, like so. Now all you're going to do is when you're giving it this, when you're releasing from the right side and it's spinning, you're going to give it a little bit of a flick now too, like that. Do you see that? So it's not just like this really slow motion, because if you do it slowly, it's gonna be really hard to catch it because it's gonna want to fall down. But if you give it like a little bit of a flick, it's gonna want to keep on going, especially because we're doing this horizontally and not vertically, which you'd think would be easier, but I kind of want to give you the horizontal one because I think it looks cooler. Why? Because people see you holding your fingers straight up as opposed to out, where they can't quite see this one. Like this one's a little bit harder to see that it's a thumb roll, as opposed to this one, where you can see your fingers sticking straight up. So you let it pass by your face, you give it like a little bit of a snap to it, and as the snap comes, the finger is going to meet the chain or the rope right where the chuck ends and it begins. It's going to be right there. You're going to stick it up and you're just going to let it roll across. Now what it should be doing is it should be slowly rolling and crawling your finger across to the other side. The moment you get far enough, see if you can grab it with your thumb. So keep the thumb open. So here, see how I kind of grab it with my thumb right there? Roll. And once the thumb intercepts, then you're good to go. Thank you for your tricks. It really helps us to show off, but I want to learn some attacks. Can you help with some videos on attacking with nunchucks? Here's a really sweet attack, okay? Go like this. Grab. And go. probably not gonna hold it so high. You'll get more damage and more force the lower down you grab it. This is more for control and tricks and speed and all of that. You can use this as a way to do redirects, but like for instance, you're not gonna like throw the chucks up in the middle of a fight, right? You're gonna hold it low and you're gonna try to get them to guess whether you're gonna swing with your left or your right, okay? So a lot of times, like if I hold the chucks like this, you can tell like I have a limited amount of moves. But if I have my chucks like this, you don't know if I'm gonna swing this way or the other way. So in my opinion, when you're gonna attack with the chucks, it's good to have both sides, both hands on both sides, because it makes it harder for them to see which one you're gonna swing from. So just kind of work with that right now. Just try to work on being unpredictable, grabbing with both hands, having one hand slightly in front of the other, getting kind of in your defense ready, and then just choosing different angles of attack that may be different than before. Okay? Next question. Do you use flexible weapons like rope dart or chain whip? Yep. How long does it take to master nunchucks? This is a good question because some of us want to be nunchuck masters, and we can put on the YouTube, I'm a nunchuck master, and then other masters can fight us. But the truth is, mastery of a prop is all in your head. Someone will call me a master, but I myself think that I'm a student. So, how long does it take to master something? I guess, how long does it take to get really comfortable with feeling your prop out? It really depends on the person and their connection to their prop. But I would say give it 3 to 5 years. That would not make you a master in my opinion, but that would give you that connection to see if you could. Mastery in itself is something that someone says when they see someone else that is amazing, like when you see Bruce Lee, for instance. And maybe even Bruce Lee considered himself a master. But everyone that is in this art knows that you can go a lot further, and there's always something else to work on. So the idea of mastery is kind of a strange thing in my book. I actually don't really try to pursue it. I just say, just keep practicing. Let people call you whatever they want to call you. Some people are going to call you all kinds of crazy things, you know? But the truth is, you know how you are. And so just be that, and then let that reflect outward. Can you show me some cool body movements to help improve my performances? Cool body movements. So basically, how about instead of trying to be cool with your body movements, first try to eradicate bad body movements. Bad. Like, bad and good, art is subjective, right? But there is a difference. Like, if you're like this, it's really hard to have a powerful freestyle no matter how hard you try, right? So there's like certain rules with how you can project your energy. Take your chest and imagine it's a spotlight and beam it forward. That's a good one. It keeps your body open, okay? Now, badass ninja motions, I can honestly say, you don't even have to have me tell you how to do it. Go buy a comic book. Just go buy a comic book and look at how they fall. You know, look at how they move. Because comic books, they have this exaggerated motion, and if you can even incorporate just a couple comic book stances into yours, you'll be fine. Thanks again for watching. Be sure to leave a comment below, as I will be selecting some at random for next week's video.